All right, guys, today we're going to take a look at the Curio XR app, a really nice free application from the guys at CurioXR.com. Fantastic app, definitely worth checking out. So today we're just going to enter as a guest. Eventually, hopefully, we'll have a school account. We can log in with our email, but for now, we're going to just use the guest. And we're going to create a new room. Now notice, I'm not using the controllers. I'm actually using my physical hands. And now, to point or to select anything, you just take your hand and make a pointy finger and point at whatever you want to push. So go back, for example, takes us back to the previous screen, enter as guest. You could, if you had a 7-digit code for a room you've already made, you could enter it here and join that room. So the room that, say, you set up yesterday, did a lot of work in, you want to keep that room, well, all you have to do is write down the 7-digit code and you have it. Better yet, look over here to all the rooms you've been in lately, and you can just enter the room from that way. So it is really nice that they maintain your room for you. They save it so you can go back and use it again. Or you could send your students to a room and have them go in there and learn whatever it is you need them to learn. But today, we're just going to start with create new room. Now, take your hand and make a pointy finger and just push create new room. And it'll go through its loading screen. Welcome to your first Curio room. This is it. Blue floor, gridded wall, black ceiling, black walls. Pretty neat. Kind of empty, but there's lots we can do in here. Believe that. Now, first things first, with any new VR realm, you're going to want to learn how to move about the world. With Curio, there are no controllers, just your hands. See these little virtual hands that are in front of me right now? These are exactly what you're going to see when you're using Curio. How do we move about the room? How do we move forward? How do we move backwards? Very simple. If you want to move forward, make the peace sign. Make the peace sign. And then with your palm, my palm is right here, facing down, notice my hand turns green and I move forward. I make a fist to stop personally, but you could just, not have a peace sign. Now to move backwards, you make the same peace sign, but now you turn it this way. And you got to kind of position your hand so the sensors on the Quest can read it. But you make a peace sign, palm facing down, forward, palm facing up, backwards. Down, forward, up, backward. That's how you move about in Curio. Now, there's nothing here to interact with though. There's just this gridded board, and that's it, really. Just a bunch of blue floor. So how do we get something to interact with? Well, look at your hand, and you'll see there's a little little gray square. It's also on my right hand. What I've done is I've turned my palms towards my face, and I can see on the inside of my wrist there's a little gray button. Just hit it, and voila. You have I call it a dashboard, but you could also call it your iPad or whatever. Now, you can interact with this. This is completely interactable. To grab it and move it, move your hand towards it, and notice my hand goes from gray to green. The green hands mean whatever I'm close to is interactable. So grab it, just close your hand. My hand turns blue. Now I can interact with whatever I'm grabbing onto. It works with your right hand as well. Green hands, close my hand to grab, and now I can move this tool, or iPad or dashboard, all around to where I'm comfortable with it. Now, what else can we do here? Well, let's grab a marker. To select something in Curio, simply make a pointy finger and keep your other 3 fingers nice and tight in. If you don't have this finger especially, your middle finger, if you don't have it tucked in nice, you'll actually move forward. So be aware of that. So if you do this kind of thing, whoops, see how I just moved forward? I moved forward because I didn't have my fingers tucked in nice. So hit marker. And a marker appears in my right hand. I could also hit it with my left hand. The marker would appear in my left hand. To draw something with a marker, you just push your thumb and pointy finger together, and now you can write. Now, if you're done writing, simply lift your thumb and forefinger. There you go. And I close them again to write. And that's chemistry. Period. Now, oops, I made a mistake. Oh well. Now, how do I clean up my mistake? How do I get rid of the marker? Well, first of all, to drop the marker, or drop anything in Curio, just hold your hand out like that. So what I did was I held my hand out and I flattened my hand and the marker dropped. Let's get the eraser. Let's erase my handiwork. And let's drop the eraser. Hold my hand open and I dropped, oops, I grabbed the dashboard and I dropped the eraser. So that's kind of the basic movements in Curio. How to grab something, how to interact with it, how to grab a tool from the toolbar or from the dashboard, and how to drop that tool from the dashboard, or from your hand, excuse me. Now, in subsequent videos, we'll go over everything this dashboard does, all the cool things you can use and interact with. But for now, I want to wish you all good luck, and I'll see you in VR. Talk to you soon.